Sanford Stadium in Athens. EA Sports college football coverage all over this top 10 showdown, a game that has been highly anticipated. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Georgia Bulldogs. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Anytime you step between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, you know you are on hallowed ground in college football. This is one of the best places you'll ever watch a college football game. The red and the black, the dogs, even the Uggas are buried in the stadium. This is one of the most iconic spots in all of college football. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. The Rebels ready to kick it away first. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. So now it's second and long. DB's right up on the receivers. Dropping back, it's Stockton. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Big play on that one as he works his way all the way to the 28-yard line. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. Running inside, it's Frazier. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Looking to fire. Unloads to the right. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
There's a great saying in football. It's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes. Well, my Jimmy's better than your Joe.
They'll run it. It's Frazier. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a third down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Looking to pass. It's Stockton. Fires to the end zone. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. He'll try to take it back.
This quarterback was having success throwing on the opening drive of the game, in large part because it's a lot harder to throw on third down when the defense is expecting it, like you saw right there. They were ready, had a really good coverage called, and they get the INT.
This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Takes the handoff. It's Lacey. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Pressure coming. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got it. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And that won't quite be enough for the first down as he's knocked down just short of the sticks. Quarterback keeps it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And coaches have their scripts and their play sheets, and they have 4th and short. You know, when you get in these situations, they have plays that they're confident in. Called one here. Great job executing right near midfield.
Catch in the middle. It's Miller.
And that's a situation right there where the quarterback is just taking what the defense gives him. The defense has taken everything away down the field. Just take the easy throw underneath.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Miller. And he'll have to check his fillings after that lick, but he did get the first down. And the Rebels go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Using his feet. Here's a little room there.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football game.
Got him downfield. Touchdown, Rebels. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. The defense just lost track of him. There's no other explanation. I've got to assume they knew he was in an eligible position.
Or it was just ridiculously good scheming on the offense, Reese. I mean, just an unbelievable job of getting your guy wide open.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
That's an absolute strike right there. Giving me some Stetson Bennett vibes, some Aaron Murray vibes, even Matthew Stafford with the arm talent on that throw. I'll tell you, they can attack any spot of the field in the passing game because of this guy's talent.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Handoff for Frazier. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling. Really effective concept against the zone there. It helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell, sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Dogs with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. just feeds the running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
To the air, it's Stockton. Makes the grab. The chains will move, and they'll have 1st and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. And the Dogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. He caught it. So close to that end zone, he could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. Here's Nate Frazier. And he charges across the line. Touchdown, Dogs! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
He'll bring it out. It's Cook. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Power football with the run. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 16.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Flying out to the left. He's at the 50. Inside the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. Boy, did he just scorch that defense for that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed, he's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Scanning the field, it's Stockton. Lets it fly. Got it in the middle, it's Frazier. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Looking downfield. And his throw is incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down.
It's a good-looking run, and I'll say this. I know Georgia's always been known to run the football. They always want to be really physical, but it starts up front. They always seem to have great units on the offensive line. Guys that communicate and guys that get...
Finding some room. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9. Georgia going up tempo. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. The extra point here would tie the game.
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Cook. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. They feed him again.
When I go into
Turning it on. Brought down after the huge gain. Gets this offense set up at the 27.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. They'll leave it with him. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Cleese-Corn. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Now the play fake. Tight end finds a soft spot. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the capper, a 19-yard toss for the touchdown. Maybe some nerves on that return, but a fortunate bounce, and they'll retain possession.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that, and the head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Oh, he's got some space. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Stockton. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
Yeah, and a really good job by the defender, understanding the ball's coming. I got to break on it and go, and not try to intercept it and make a bad play. He swats it down and makes sure that's an incompletion.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. Quickly complete. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
Well, that's great timing by the quarterback and receiver on that out route. If you're going to be running that against man coverage like they were there.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
We've already seen the gifts he has, man. You've seen him dance. You've seen him rush, like really good speed. That's what we talked about coming to this football game, trying to get some negative plays. A better job by the defense there, being aggressive, getting to him, and getting the sack on that play.
Oh, they're after him. And it's a sack.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but, man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and long.
And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. They get to him as he throws. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out. That was critical for their confidence because they had been scored on earlier. They had given up a ton of yards. I think they understood the gravity of the situation. Third down, that was critical for them to get off the field, build momentum, build some confidence. Nice job that time by the defense.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the...
He's got it on the left. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Ole Miss calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. He's going for the big play. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
As a defense, you got to start reading the tea leaves, right? Like, what are they doing to try to attack me? That's back-to-back deep ball shots. This is an offense. They're trying to stretch the field. The defense has got to make sure they're paying attention.
They make the tackle at the 33, but he's ripped off 15 yards and picked up a first down. And as we work our way toward halftime, timeout on the field. Final seconds of the first half, and they'll try to put up 3. He boomed it through a 50-yard field goal, showing off that powerful leg. That's going to wrap it up here in the first half. Stay tuned. Second half not too far away. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He stopped right at the 35, almost found a little room for a big return, but they can get him on the ground right there. Here comes the Ole Miss offense onto the field. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge.
Maybe some room here. Good, solid tackle. The Rebels will hustle to the line. On third and short, they'll ride the running back here. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
And that's got to be so frustrating for this defense. Man, he's already over 100 yards. Like, they're going to continue to feature him, especially on third down. And so far, this defense, they can't find the answer. They can't get him to the ground. They've got to find something to slow this dude down.
A little misdirection and the handoff on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be third down.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
And it's incomplete on third down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Finds a man on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with Georgia over the last several seasons.
Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking downfield, it's Stockton. Got his man. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3. And the Bulldogs racing to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. The Bulldogs have their offense in high gear. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win. And he gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Looking to throw again. Unleashes one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Man, you see, once you start to get to the red zone, the contested catch rate goes way through the roof. Who can make those plays when you're physically getting hit? Nice job by the defense, man. Make them earn it. Make them feel it. Get your hands through the contact of the football when they're trying to make the catch. Great job breaking on the football at the perfect time.
All right, you got to be careful here if you're the quarterback, right? Back-to-back incompletions. You've had a nice drive. You're still in field goal range, though. Think about this. You cannot take a sack. That has got to be what the play caller is reminding his quarterback about in the headsets right now. If it's not there, throw this thing away because we've got a chance to at least get 3 points here.
To throw, it's Stockton. Trying to find the end zone. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On 1st and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
And he tacks on the extra point. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Quarterback will keep it. Got a little grass. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
He wants to change this route. Running to the left. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip-and-tuck affair. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. They'll go right back to the run. Past the 40. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Lacey. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances, and that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped, a gain of 3.
New running back, same result. It's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. It is incomplete, and he almost had himself an interception in the end zone. It'll be 4th down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Makes the grab, he's got a 1st down. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The big gain on offense, and the play will stand. The offense declines the penalty. The Rebels line it up with a 1st and goal. Going to the run, it's Lacey. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And this is a perfect situation. This is a situation, if you asked me to be in before the game, the coaches would have been in heaven. I got the football. I got the lead on their side of the field. Nice gain on first down. Same exact script. Do it again. Run the football, run the clock, let that thing tick down. And if we add points, we add points.
The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
It's complete to the right. Touchdown, Rebels. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score. The Rebels surge back on top.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Giving up that last touchdown was an absolute killer. Now it's a two-possession game. They must get something here. Now he's going to break the pocket. He'll try to do it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking. Georgia comes quickly to the line.
And this offense has got to keep pumping it out. Nice job. You get the first down. Nice scramble by this QB, but you're going to put the ball in his hands over and over and over again. You got to score multiple times. This offense has got to be in hyperspeed.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Looking for a man. It's Stockton. Going downfield for the big play. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. Got it down the field. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. Georgia going back to work with another first down.
They're trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter. Their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling. From the red zone, looking for a space. He's got it. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to pass. Got it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The Bulldogs answer right back with a score of their own.
Hey, man, I don't know what they talked about at the half, man, but this team is rolling, doing an unbelievable job getting the football, putting it in the end zone again, and how about the defense doing their job, Palmer? Momentum is crazy in college football, but here in the second half, they've come out and seized it.
Yeah, this has been a masterclass in complementary football. Offense doing their job, the defense getting off the field, giving it back to the offense, everything going their way, and you're right. In college football, we see momentum shifts all the time. All of the momentum, all of the good juju right now, clearly on their side.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake on first down. Makes the grab on the left. At the 45 on his way. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. They came out hot on this drive. One play and already near midfield. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They want to run this quarterback.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play, and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays, and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner. Just exhausting.
Firing to the right, complete. Breaks into the open. That'll be a first down, and the last one they'll need as they're going to get the victory in this one.
I love the play call in this situation. You need one first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with the win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw two really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, two really good teams. And that's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and that's